Today we are jumping into Grant Sabatier's incredible book, Financial Freedom. This is basically a roadmap to making all the money you'll ever need. And you know what? It shows you how to get there way faster than you ever imagined. Let's just start with a really important question that the book poses. I want you to really think about this. Does your life feel like this endless cycle of just working, paying bills, and kind of hoping for a retirement that feels like it's a million miles away? If you're nodding along, trust me, you are not alone. That feeling of being stuck, that's actually the perfect place to start a huge change. And get this is where the author Grant Sabatier started. He was unemployed, living back at home with his parents, and had a grand total of $2.26 to his name. This isn't just some random screenshot of a bank account. This is proof. This is the absolute rock-bottom moment that lit a fire under him and started a journey from completely broke to financially independent in just 5 years. 5! So what is the core problem we're all facing? Well, Sabatier gives it a name, the time for money trap. You know the deal. It's a story we've all been sold. Go to work for 40+ years, maybe in a job you don't even like, save a tiny little bit, and then maybe you'll get to enjoy life when you're 65. The book makes a really strong case that this entire model it's broken for the world we live in today. And the numbers, wow, they really back this up. I mean, look at this. This isn't just about one person messing up. It's a huge systemic issue. The overwhelming majority of people feel completely disconnected from their jobs, and they're in a super fragile financial spot. It's pretty clear the old way just isn't cutting it for most of us anymore. Okay, so if the old goal is a dead end, what's the new one? This is where it gets really exciting. It's a huge shift in how you think. The real goal isn't just about piling up money for the sake of it. No, the real goal is to use money as a tool to buy back the one thing you can never ever get more of, your time. And this right here just lays it all out perfectly. The old way is all about putting life on hold. You push your dreams back for decades. The new path, it's about getting to a place where work is a choice, not a requirement. It gives you the freedom to decide how you want to spend your days, whether that's tomorrow, next year, or 30 years from now. This quote, this is really the heart and soul of the whole book. We're trained to think money is this scarce, hard-to-get thing. But honestly, there are practically endless ways to make more money. But your time, that's the real limited resource. Every single hour is priceless. Once you get that, it changes every single financial decision you make.
If you are finding this video helpful, please make sure to hit that like button and share it with someone who this might help and be a benefit to their financial decision-makings. Your support means a lot to me and helps the channel grow, allowing the YouTube algorithm to show this content to a bigger crowd. More people can benefit from these ideas and hopefully improve their financial well-being.
All right, so we totally get the why. Now let's get into the good stuff, the how. Sabatier doesn't just leave you with a big idea. He gives you a practical 3-step map to actually get you there. Everything comes down to these 3 pillars. It's actually that simple. First, you gotta have a target to aim for. Second, you need to pour fuel on the fire by making more money. And third, you have to put that money to work so it starts working for you. Let's break down each one. First up, you need a destination, your FI number. That's the magic amount of money you need in your investment so that you never have to work for money again. A really simple way to figure this out is the 25X rule. So let's say you want to live on $50,000 a year. Well, your FI number is $1.25 million invested. Yeah, I know that can sound like a huge, scary number, but it makes your goal real. It's a concrete target, and hitting it, that means true freedom. And this table is where things get really interesting. That $350 per month takeout habit, it's not just costing you $4,000 a year. To pay for that habit for the rest of your life using investments, you need over $100,000 invested. Wow! All of a sudden, that car payment or those subscriptions aren't just numbers in a budget. They represent a huge chunk of your freedom. Pillar 2 is all about playing offense. Look, you can only cut so many lattes. There's a limit to saving. The real secret to speeding this whole thing up is to dramatically boost your income. This means you got to start thinking like you're a business. How can you get more raises at your main job? And more importantly, how can you build other ways to make money, like side hustles? That leads us straight into the third and honestly the most powerful pillar of all, investing. The book says it perfectly. The key to fast-tracking financial freedom is to make and invest as much money as early and frequently as you can. This is how you unleash the absolute magic of compound interest. And you want to see that magic in action? The Rule of 72 is the coolest little mental shortcut for this. Let's say your investments are making about 7% a year on average. Just divide 72 by 7 and you get about 10. That means your money will double every 10 years all by itself without you lifting a finger. This is exactly why starting to invest as early as you can is the single most powerful thing you can do for your wealth. Now, you might be looking at all this and thinking, wow, this is a long journey. But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to wait until the very end to start feeling the benefits. Sabatier breaks the whole thing down into 7 achievable levels. Every single step you take, from just getting clarity on where your money is going all the way up to abundant wealth, gives you more security, more peace of mind, and more freedom. You just have to figure out where you are right now and focus on getting to that next level. So, after all the number crunching, the saving, the investing, what's the point of it all? Well, it's not about having a gigantic number in a bank account. It's about designing a life that's rich in the things that actually matter. Your time, your purpose, your relationships, your experiences. It's about living a life that you choose, not one that your bank balance dictates. Okay, let's wrap this all up in a quick summary. First, change your goal. You're not just chasing money, you are buying back your time. Second, figure out your target. That's your annual expenses multiplied by 25. Third, you gotta hit the accelerator. Earn more and invest every single dollar you can. And finally, you gotta be patient and just let the magic of compounding do all the heavy lifting for you. So we'll leave you with the one question that this entire journey is really all about. If money was no object, if your time was completely and totally your own, and you never had to work for a paycheck again, how would you spend your days? That's not just some fantasy. That's the real destination this path can lead you to.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching. I'm Finance Puppy, and here's to a better financial tomorrow. Cheers!